Combining like terms means you're counting up things or objects. You're counting up cookies, you're counting up pennies, loonies, quarters, circles. You could even count up fruit, bananas, apples, groups of things like 5 fingers, groups of 5 fingers, groups of 4, groups of 6. You can count how many square root 3s you have. You can count how many 1/4s you have. You can even look at pi as a term you can collect up, or 10 to the power 3, which is 1,000. The point of this little chit chat is to make you realize that when you see an X or a Y or an XY or an X squared, realize that these are just things that are the same. And when you have things that are the same, you can add them up. The struggle sets in when we ask you to switch around things or change the look of things so that you can combine like terms and make expressions more simple, like finding common denominators so you can add up the fractions, or changing the subtraction question to an addition question, or using the area model to demonstrate a strategy to collect like terms and simplify the expression. The point is, collecting like terms means you're adding up a bunch of things, and all of the things need to be the same. We go through levels of learning in math, and I know it's frustrating, but if you keep working at it and keep trying to make connections in your brain, keep trying to make sense of things, it'll come. When you get frustrated, think of this. Learning math happens in stages. If you have a little brother or a sister, try this. You'll think it's funny. Let's say you have 2 cookies, both the same size. If you cut one of those cookies up in little parts and you give those parts to your little brother or sister, you can convince them that they have more. They will think that they have 4 or 5 or however many parts of cookies. They'll think that's more than your one cookie. And I think that's kind of neat. This is a really exciting time for you in your math journey because ever since elementary school, you've been doing a bunch of things in math, and sometimes it doesn't really make sense. But I really do think that once you get to combining like terms and you start seeing what you've been working on over the years, it may begin to make some sense. Just keep thinking and practicing. And of course, don't give up.